wanna rock your body.
Good morning, welcome back to BT. Earlier we learned what the Bod Pod says about you, but now we need to turn that info into action. And here to put together that plan, personal trainer and fitness nurse Marianne Blair, always nice to see you. And pleased to meet registered dietitian Dina Danielo Santiago.
You got it.
Thank you very much. We have the info now. We have the report or a sample report of what the Bod Pod has told somebody, and then you guys have to make that into an action plan. So Marianne, let's start about the most important numbers that you get from the Bod Pod as personal trainer.
Well, the main part that I take a look at is the body fat percentage. So when we want to take a look at the goals that the client has, a huge part is they want to get rid of body fat. But we want to do that without losing any muscle as well. So we want to find the combination between those two and see what we can focus on. So if someone who has a high body fat, that's what we would focus on first in terms of setting up an exercise prescription. And then the nutrition piece as well.
So our sample here has a 30% body fat. I'm assuming this is high?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is the fat-free mass?
That's everything that's not fat. So muscle, bone, water, so everything else that's not fat in the body. Okay, so then Dina, what does the body fat percentage tell you as a nutritionist?
So a lot of the times when I see clients, they're really obsessed with the number on the scale.
Right.
But what's more important to me is what they're made out of. So that's their body composition, right? So that's why I like to see, okay, the number on the scale says one thing, but as we know, muscle weighs more than fat. So I want to actually see what your body fat percentage is and your muscle mass is, because that means so much more than that number, because people really get focused on that.
So we'll ignore those and focus on the important ones.
Absolutely.
And another one that's really interesting about the Bod Pod that tells you is the energy expenditure results for the resting metabolic rate, the RMR. What is that? What is the RMR?
So the RMR is the most minimum amount of calories somebody would need to consume just to live and just to maintain, just to live without including any activity whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I would do with that is, after kind of analyzing a food record, usually I take 3 to 5 days food record, I would calculate the calories that that person is consuming and measure it up to the amount of activity they're doing. So on that form as well that we get with this printout, I kind of ask them, okay, what is your amount of activity that you do? And then we take in the calories, and are they over exceeding the amount of calories they're taking in? Is that why we're not seeing any weight loss or results or whatever their goal happens to be?
And that's where you two would work together on this one, Marianne, right? As you figure out how much energy they're going to expend with their workout to build what they want to build, correct?
Definitely, yeah. So again, we want to maintain the muscle or increase their muscle depending on where they are, and then we want to decrease the body fat. So are they eating enough to support that?
Now, who's using the Bod Pod? Is it just the elite athletes, the people who are training for a specific goal?
Well, right now, elite athletes are using it, but now it's open to anybody who wants to use it. So anybody who's competing, if you're interested in getting some information and want to change your fitness and nutrition program, so now it's accessible through Intrinsic.
Dina, before I let you go, I want to ask, when you get these numbers and you get that food chart, how specific are we with that food chart? If I sneak a French fry?
You gotta tell me, because then you're just cheating yourself, right? So if you're not gonna be realistic with it, a lot of times when people wanna fill that out, they're knowing that a dietitian's gonna look at it, so they fake and they eat a lot better for those 3 to 5 days, which makes no sense, because then I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, so what's your problem? Why are you coming to see me? You look like you're eating just fine.
Right.
So the more realistic you can be, the better, and even including serving sizes, time of day. If you sneak a fry, it all counts, everything adds up.
So I'm better giving you me at my worst so that you can get me to me at my
Pretty
best.
much, yeah.
There you go. If you think this is the right thing for you or want more information, you'll find all the links and all the information on breakfasttelevision.ca. Gonna take a break. There's plenty still to come on BT. Do we right now?
Rock your